I find myself back in the Hydrogen home kitchen, and honestly, it does feel like home. I feel like I'm settling in just fine, so I thought I'd make something nice and hearty. This is a really delicious and quick Nutella pudding. Now, everyone likes Nutella, and if you don't, it's probably time to switch channels. There's also something wrong with you, but we'll judge you later. And it's just a really simple, quick little pudding that you can make, chill ahead of time, and it's a great crowd-pleasing dessert for any occasion. Now, I've started this recipe just a little bit where I've got some milk already warming up on my Hydrogen gas top behind me, just to get this process going so it's nice and fluid. And while that's warming up, I'm going to grab a nice big bowl and start to add in the rest of my ingredients. We're essentially making a custard here, so we want it to be really, really nice and thick before we set it into some little ramekins. Now, I've just got some small bowls, but you could do it in a nice big platter, let it set overnight, dust it with some extra cocoa, and you've got a show-stopping dessert. But we'll start with some cocoa powder, and I'm just gonna sift this one with the corn flour because sometimes you can get little lumps in this, and we want this to be really velvety and smooth. So we'll just sieve these together, and you can see there is quite a few clumps in that cocoa powder. So I'll just grab the back of my spatula and push them all through so it's nice and smooth. Beautiful. And then we'll go in with some caster sugar, our milk, beautiful, and then our Nutella. So a really good, generous amount of that, and obviously leave some on the spoon so that you can lick it later. So that's the best part about baking, right? Alrighty, so we'll grab a whisk, and we're just gonna whisk this until it is really, really nice and smooth. And then we're gonna gradually add it into our warm milk on the stove behind us and start making the thick custard base. All right, so our custard has thickened up beautifully. Now, while this is still super hot, we're gonna pop them into our little ramekins. So I'm just gonna pop a ladle of this filling. Look how thick. Oh my God, I could just eat this as is. Pop a nice ladle of this beautiful thick pudding and just give it like a really nice little bang down, just so it sets all one nice even, as like an even layer. Oh my God, this is so naughty. So we're gonna pop these into the fridge now, and then when they come out, we'll dust them with a little bit of extra cocoa powder, just because I don't think there's enough chocolate in here. And then we get to sit back and enjoy. Look at that, it has got an absolute wobble to it. Now we'll just grab a little bit of cocoa powder and dust the top of that little pudding. And the chocoholic in me would just eat this on its own, but I've got some beautiful fresh berries, so we'll pop some raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries just on the side. All right, a few more little berries. And that there is a perfect chocolate pudding that will impress any guest who's coming over for a little dinner party.